Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, it's the midday hour. The time we all been waiting for. You thought you wasn't gonna see me? We in the building. You heard? You already know what time it is. Tune in, let's lock in. Shout out to 25, you heard? Yeah, we've been too quiet around here. Been too quiet around here, baby. Too quiet around here, you heard? It is I, the one and only, Mike P, DJ Mike P, Dallas Mike, Cowboy Mike, Michigan Mike. It's the One Mike podcast, man. We in the building, baby. Feeling real good, feeling real great, feeling real exquisite out here. You dig me? Let's get into our first segment, the Week 4 NFL vibes, baby. Week 4 was a doozy. You know the Cowboys that took care of business. Giants was easy work, like I said before. Dak Prescott owns the NFC East, so we're not even gonna really spend no more time on that. We won't spend. We want to hone in and focus in on another team that's riding high on their high horse, talking. You know, their fan base is excited. Finally, I'm excited for them because usually when we play them, you know, it's a tragedy. Like I literally sit there and I'd be like, when are they actually gonna beat us again? Like the Redskins versus the Cowboys was a rivalry at one point. We've moved on from that. Now it's more us and Philly is the real rivalry. Like we beat the shit out of the Redskins. It is what it is. But the Redskins have a new quarterback in Jaden Daniels, who's doing this thing. You know, Cam not gonna hit on the brother, rookie. But what I will say is that you know that guy in Texas, number 4. You know, put your foes up. I just don't. I think y'all really. You know, y'all must have forgot. For real, I think y'all would have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Because I really feel like that, you know, Dak Prescott runs the NFC East. I don't understand why y'all continuously get excited. You throw dirt on my guy name. You throw dirt on my. Shannon Sharp came out today and said he would choose Jaden Daniels in that division over Dak Prescott. Like that, how's that real antlerless work? Seriously, you would choose a rookie over a 9-year veteran who owns the Redskins, by the way, who's 11. And again, these stats are Googleable. You can look these stats up. Dak Prescott is 11-2 versus the Redskins. 11-2. You would take a quarterback that hasn't proven anything really in the league. You know, we sit up here every single week and we see, okay, who did the Redskins really play? They lost badly to the Buccaneers. They beat the Giants that we already beaten. They beat the Bengals, the lowly Bengals, who finally got a victory this past week. And then they beat up on the Cardinals. I'm not impressed. I know I'm here to rain on you guys' parade. Yeah, you had your little fun yesterday. Now it's time for me to rain on your parade. I'm not impressed. You dig? I still don't believe that y'all can beat us. You haven't beaten us. You haven't proven a situation where you can really hone in and say you can beat us. Your defense is leaky. We know every time you watch the pass go back, you're scared. We know that. I respect my man St. Jude. Other than that, that whole secondary is doo-doo. You did? You finally getting a little rapport in the passing game. We're going to stop Jay down all that running and shit. We're going to stop all that. You seen last week, we put clamps. We finally got MICAH Parsons and we got DeMarcus Lawrence off the field. Get those old bodies off the field, man. You know, we're gonna dig into another segment later on and say how good is MICAH Parsons really? How good is he really though? If you really want to watch football, he makes exciting plays here and there, but what in the big games? How good is MICAH Parsons? Should we pay MICAH Parsons? I don't think so. We're gonna get into the Week 4 vibes though. So for me, you know, we took care of business with the Giants. We got the Saints and we got the Falcons. I had to start the show with a bunch of early hate, good hate. You did a bunch of early good hate. Ain't nothing wrong with a little good hate. It's division hate. I'm not supposed to like y'all. I'm not supposed to enjoy what y'all got going on. Nah. Nope. Because y'all only let me enjoy my win. So nah, y'all not going to enjoy that one either. You heard? But yeah, moving on. We had the Falcons beat the Saints. The Saints have dropped two in a row. The Saints are riding high. Don't know what happened. You know, sometimes the league just catch up with you. But Kamara's still kicking. You know, he had 19 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. But Derek Carr, I'm not seeing the production of the field. Olave and Shaheed, they're still getting their numbers here and there. But Derek Carr was 20 to 36, 239 yards and an interception. He was playing clean football for the first couple of weeks of the season. That's why it's never good to be excited. But again, Olave, 8 catches, 87 yards, 10 targets. Shaheed, 8 catches, 83 yards, 11 targets. But they're long, they're intermediate. 18 was the long for Olave and 25. That's the way you beat the Saints because you keep the Saints from explosive plays. See, we didn't do that. We just sat up here and had a rookie on Shaheed, and we had basically our two safeties back and was saying, hey, don't beat us deep. And Diggs just got roasted. Diggs got, he's coming back from that injury. I don't think he's 100% back yet for speed-wise. So anybody that gets up on him with speed can, deter him. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. 2-5 said Howell beat y'all 2 seasons ago when we had the 1 seed on the line. I feel you. Yeah, that was cool. At the end of the year when we didn't really care, that's fine. It's all good, But like you said, I think the real Saints did stand up. They're showing who they really are. So that's why I wasn't really impressed. I mean, I like the fact how they played against us. I gave them their credit. I gave them a thorough breakdown on their O-line. I think their O-line is still kicking again. Alvin Kamara is still productive. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I look at Kirk Cousins. Again, Kirk had another productive day. He had one folly. He was 21 to 35, 238 yards and an interception. Algier, again, where are these coordinators who are not getting the best guys to football? I don't get it. How does Algier outrush Bijan Robinson? Bijan Robinson has 7 carries for 28 yards. And you're wondering why your offense is stagnant. You're not putting give the ball to the best player. Algier is a solid backup running back. He's not a starting running back in the NFL at any stretch of imagination. So, like, to me, you're putting yourself in a bind by trying to have Kirk go out there and throw the ball too much. But again, Kirk drove him down late for another drive to put him in position to win. You can't get mad at that, man. You can say what you want about the offense is clicking. This is a new system, But again, this is another segment. We know he gonna be on that list. He might be number 1 on that list. Because at the end of the day, Kyle Pitts, where are you? Kyle Pitts he was 0 catches for 0 yards for 0 touchdowns. I just don't understand it, bro. And y'all were telling me this guy can't miss. People was telling me that this guy was the transcendent. He was going to be the next Gronkowski. He was going to be the next, the next great tight end. And they were saying, should they draft number 1? He can't get open. Y'all can say what y'all want about it's the system, it's this, that, and third. I watch football. He does not get separation consistently. He does not get good routes. He rounds his routes off. Quarterbacks don't like that, like precision. They like to be in a certain spot. He looks back before the balls even kind of be there. He's the type of player that he's like a Vernon Davis type player. Like, you have to just figure out a role for him. You have to just say, hey, Kyle, just run a go route, bro. Like, we're gonna throw back shoulders to you all game. Because all this stuff they're doing right now is not fitting. You just got a high price, well, not even high price, but you got a high profile tight end who ain't really giving much production. Drake London, again, 6 catches for 64 yards. So to me, man, Atlanta's sneaky. I think they're still paper champions. I don't have any credence in them. I don't think they're going to go far. But the Atlanta Falcons fans, yeah, we're talking about you, Raph. Yes, Raph, we're talking about you. Yes, we're talking about you, brother. You have to stop criticizing your team. We're 4 weeks into the season. Let the team build, man. Let everybody put these things together. You have to admire what they've done thus far with all these new faces in new places. Mooney's there, Ray McLeod. These have been journeyman guys who are coming together. I've been tough on Mooney, but he's played really, really well in these last couple games. So chill out, Raph. Relax. You dig? So next game. We had the Rams and the Bears. Abysmal game. I didn't watch this game. I didn't plan on watching this game. I didn't want to watch this game. The Bears snuggle went out. You go watch the tape on that shit. I don't give a damn. Flat out, I don't care. But next game, man, is about my main man, Sam Darnold, who I said last week was the MVP, is the MVP, and will win the MVP. Again, if you're watching football, It's not about what a guy did before. It's not about if a guy is not the trendy pick or you don't like him as a quarterback. You just have to watch him play. The Vikings are 4-0. They're moving the football at a high clip. They get explosive plays from a lot of their guys because Sam is spreading the football around. He's not thinking. He's in one of those modes where he's just playing, dog. Trust me. He was 20 for 28. Listen to that, bro. 20 for 28. That means he only had 8 incompletions for 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He was sacked twice. Aaron Jones, 22 carries, 93 yards, no tubs. Sam Darnold ran for 15 yards, so on 7 carries. So to me, he's getting the football out of his hand, man. Again, JJ's doing what he's been doing. 6 catches, 85 yards and a touchdown. Addison had a nice back shoulder catch at the back of the end zone, which was nice on the backside. So I mean, he's just spreading the ball around. I mean, how many receivers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different receivers, man, from Chandler to Sheffield to Oliver. He got a touchdown. Jalen Nalar. So to me, it's a lot of just who they want to make. They want to make Josh Allen the guy. They were drinking the Kool-Aid. So again, I look at production. I look at the fact he leads the league in touchdowns with 11. That's not you can't just walk on the field and say I'm gonna lead the league in touchdowns and be called fluky. Bro, it's not fluky. Look at the ball placement. Look at how he's the precision passing, the timing. If it's not there, he's throwing it away. Look, I'm gonna go back and tell you, go look at that 4-minute drill when the Packers were coming back. They were trying to, gain some momentum. Jordan Love is another person we'll talk about next, who really, really, I think, isn't really good. I've said this last year. I said it mid-season. I said it week 1. I don't think he deserved the money. I don't think he's better than Dak. I don't think he's better than – he's not in my top 10. I think he's a turnover machine to me. He's a person who can't read defenses. If you're not running wide open, he can throw the ball to you wide open, but he can't make a play within muck. Another one like that is Derek Carr. I even throw it out there. I think Dak is like that sometimes. If you just play coverage and sit back, is when you pressure these guys, that's when they're at their best. But you sit back and make them play quarterback, man. I don't think they can do it from a consistent basis. Oh, that's the barometer. That's the barometer. If he's not better than Dak, I don't think you should be paid. For one, Dak is the standard, is being the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. But before that, he was 12th. And it was guys like people were saying that Jordan Love was better than Dak Prescott because he beat him in the playoff game. We threw the ball, I think, like 17 times in the game. So to me, I don't even look at that as a fair comparison when you got your defense just giving up yards consistently, play after play. Now, they were in a hole late, excuse me, because the defense gave up a lot. So he played well. Jordan Love, 32 of 54 with 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So I mean, the interceptions were, again, it was this bonehead shit he was doing. But he was doing it all at the beginning of the year, last year, when they were 8-9. But everybody picking them now to be the sexy pick. Yeah, it's only about 2 or 3 guys get paid for sure. Well, I mean, like people like Brock Purdy who earned it. Like people like Brock Purdy don't get put in the top 10. Trevor Lawrence and it's like a rendition they do. It's like Joe Burrow, and but they're not looking at the fact that Joe Burrow's not playing good football. Now, he played good the past 2 games, yeah, against Carolina and Washington. I mean, it's just not hard to play good against teams that have a bad defense. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's like somebody going up against us. Like you see Derek Carr, and what happens right after that? Ta-da! You dig? So to me, I look at the fact that the scale is Patrick Mahomes, it's Lamar, it's Dak, Josh Allen. I give Josh Allen the credit. I think he's playing really good football. I don't think he's MVP. Brock Purdy, that's where it stops for me. I'm not putting the legacy shit with Matthew Stafford. They try to sneak his name in there too. No, I'm not putting Trevor Lawrence, definitely not in that category. No, those guys haven't earned enough. They haven't been through enough battles for me to see, can they command the offense? Can they work with multiple guys? Dak can work with multiple receivers in and out of the lineup, multiple tight ends in and out of the lineup, and the offense hasn't really dissipated like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, we don't even have a running game, bro. He out there playing by himself with no run. The team know we're not running the football. Like imagine that you walking out there and saying, "Hey, I gotta pass this shit every time." The play fake don't even matter. They're not even biting the play fake. They know you're not gonna pass. I mean, you're not gonna run. So to me, different category, different level. But I think Matt LaFleur, they messed up. They shouldn't rush him back. I think they should have kept with Malik Willis. I think he was playing good football. And to me, I don't get it. I don't understand why they mess around with these people like that. Like, it's too much going on. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Lord have mercy, man. I apologize. Duty calls, I gotta call it. One of my residents, man, had a situation where they couldn't get off the bus, so I had to help them out. So where were we at? Okay, what's somebody the pack? Yeah, I felt like that. LaFleur, they should have really just kept Malik Willis. They had the momentum, but hey, it is with football, man. So you go back to your starter. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think the results they wanted were what they got. So moving forward, we're gonna talk about the Colts and the Steelers. Let's see here. It was a heck of a game. I felt like Colts and the Steelers. I watched this game myself. I really wanted to see what the Steelers are made of up close. And I thought that, the Steelers were, because we got to play them next week. So, you always got to study the competition. Steelers 3-1. They took an L to the Colts. Anthony Richardson, he played his butt off, man, in the beginning of the game. Like, he had to move it. 3 for 4, 71 yards. But his coach, Shane Stark, got second. I don't understand why would you have this guy come in, run the football. Literally, you had this man run the football. He gets hurt. You sit him out for a play. And then you bring him right back to run him again. He gets hurt again on the tip. Again, run Jonathan Taylor. That's why, again, I believe this shit is, y'all can say what y'all want. This shit is rigged. It's coincided with other elements of football that are implemented in the game. So when you're betting on games, oh yeah, they're gonna say, hey, this Jonathan Taylor should be getting at least 16 carries in this game. To me, that's way low. Jonathan Taylor is literally a 20, 25, to me, in my opinion, 20, if we're going to be realistic in this day and time, at least 23 carries a game, to me, at least. It's an odd number, but late in the game, you want to finish the game, he should be getting the bulk of the carries. It should be Richardson running the football, and then you got Joe Flacco comes in, and he just throws the ball every play. So, I mean, they win the game, but Joe Flacco threw the ball 26 times as a backup who got no reps all week. They had 2 touchdowns, 168 yards. Justin Fields played well, 22 of 34, 312 yards. Another good game. No interceptions. He was sacked 4 times with 1 touchdown. So, I mean, to me, everybody, again, just like I said about Sam Darnold, they're not wanting to give these guys the credit. They say it's the defense. But what happened to the defense last week? Did that defense not travel? Did that defense that have injuries? Was J.J. Watt out there playing? Was he out? Let me see. Was J.J. Watt out there playing? Let me see. Because maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the game I watched, he wasn't out there playing. He had 2 tackles. That's it. He had 2 tackles, nothing else. Nothing else to show for it. But we say, oh, it's the defense that's carrying that team. No, it's Justin Fields. Like, what are we talking about here? He's the guy touching the ball every play. That team is not going to. We've seen that team without Justin Fields. We've seen Pat Freiermuth not get the targets he deserves. You did? We seen this last year with mediocre quarterbacks. We see the fact that we got Pickens now, 7 catches for 113 yards. Pat Freiermuth, like I just said, 5 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. We see it. Najee, my cousin Najee Harris. You dig? Come on, man. It's simple. They gotta run Najee more. He had 13 carries for 19 yards. Again, they're trying their best to diminish the running backs, dog. And it's disgusting because it's not fair. It's not fair to the game of football. The running backs are an intricate part of the game. They come important to see it in tight games, clutch games, cold games. I just don't understand how you can sit up here and just not give your running back 13 carries, but how you want to get one with 13 carries? Justin Fields ran the ball 10 times for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, come on, man. Like, Justin Fields is literally the straw that's stirring that drink. Even in a loss, they didn't lose because of Justin Fields. They lost because they couldn't stop the pass. So you think they're going to play us next week and they're going to be able to stop our passing game? With my quarterback, Dak Prescott, Big Four? Put your foes up? No, it's not going to happen. I'm standing on that. It's not going to happen. You dig? So this should be a good game next week, baby. So I think we play on Sunday Night Football, too. You dig? But yeah, I think Anthony Richardson, again, he got to stay healthy, man. They got to stop running him and run the fucking running back who got the ball. Give it to Jonathan Taylor. I don't get it. It's just stupid. We're not going to talk about this Broncos-Jets game. I will say out loud, 2-5, you were right. I watched that game. I like Bo Nix. They didn't open that offense up at all. I thought, what I seen, I don't know why they looked differently last week. Maybe it was because of better defense. But, man, that shit was – it was like a ball of dust in a cloud of rain. It was just – they won. I mean, I don't understand how they won the football game. They won that shit 10-9. Aaron Rodgers was getting beat up. They were blitzing Aaron Rodgers left and right. He looked slow. He looked back to that slow mentality. It's like if you stop Garrett Wilson and, you just let Lazard do his thing, they just throwing back shoulders to Mike Williams. That's it. You can stop their offense. If you just say, hey, we're not letting you run the ball with Breece Hall. Like, Breece Hall, what did he have, man? Breece Hall had some crazy shit going on. I was like, I had him for a touchdown and everything. He just didn't even show up, man. Yeah, Breece Hall his man was 10 carries for 4 yards. Aaron Rodgers carried the ball more than him. 5 carries. And he got more yards rushing. He had 26 yards rushing. So, I mean, I don't know. Bo Nix was 12 or 25. I don't even want to talk about this game, bro. It was disgusting. I will say 2-5 out loud on the airwaves. You were right, son. You were right, sir. Excuse me, not son. You were right, sir. I feel like that. I like Bo Nix. I like that system. I just think they have to trust him because Bo Nix is not going to I don't think he's going to turn the football over. I know they don't want to expose him. The running game was well yesterday. Williams kind of came back down to earth. So I don't know what the fuck he was at. Javonte Williams. So I'm like, to me, the running game, they got to get going to feed off. But they just look predictable. Last week, they kind of was moving the motion. I seen a lot more motion. I seen a lot more. I don't know if the fact it was hot outside. I don't know. But it seemed like they just had a lot more energy. This game was a gloomy, rainy game in New York City. But they still pulled it off, though. So it is what it is. But to move it on, we got the Eagles versus the Bucks. Come on, man. Shake and bake is back, baby. Shake and bake. He's back. I don't know where he was at last week against Denver, but again, I think that Denver defense is proving to show that they can play. They may not be a great defense, but they are formidable, and you don't want to go into that doghouse against them. So that's gonna be something to see down the road if they keep sneaking out these wins. But the Bucks put a shellacking on the Eagles. I know everybody's talking about this stat all day. I'm not even gonna bring it up. The Eagles had a little bit of yards to a lot of bit of yards for Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield was 30 for 47, 347 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked twice. Finally, they got the ball to Bucky Irving, but they still haven't given him enough touches. I like the fact that him and White split. They both had 10 carries for 49 yards. Bucky had a touchdown. Baker ran for a couple yards. So, I mean, to me, it will balance. You got Mike Evans. Hello, he came back, which I know he would be. 8 catches, 94 yards, and 1 touchdown. And he was killing Slay, too. Let's not forget he was killing Slay. He had 8 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Chris Godwin, 6 catches, 64 yards. Cade Otto. I'm looking for him to really make an imprint on this team too as a tight end. So they didn't get the ball to Saquon. I just don't understand these teams. Another team. What you guys said? What's the Tampa Bay Atlanta pick? Oh, I ain't picked yet. I haven't even talked about that yet. For next week in Thursday Night Football, I haven't even talked about that yet. Jalen Hurts again. He's regressed. 18 of 30, 158 yards. He didn't have his two weapons though, so I will cut off some slack. As much as I don't want to cut him any slack, I mean, fam, look at who the fuck he's throwing the ball to, bro. Like, man, Paris Campbell, Jahan Dotson, John Ross, not the John Ross that retired. Gainwell, who's Johnny Wilson, Grant Karate. I don't know, bro. I don't even know who these people are. Dallas Goedert at 7 catches. So, I mean, I'm not going to fault them too much. I mean, I like the fact that they lost, obviously. I don't think they're better than us. I think their defense is still leaky. And again, their offensive coordinator is Kellen Moore. So, I mean, you had Darius Slay leading you in tackles. That's a bad thing. He had 9 tackles, bro. 7 solo. That means they're getting fried. They're getting fried. Oh, what's up, Rez? Man, I can't see the comments from Facebook, guys, so I apologize. If you don't want to be able to comment, we can go back and forth with some banter or just give us a small 2 cents on the situation. Follow me on YouTube right now, One Mic Podcast, because I really can't see the Facebook comments, unfortunately, until I go back and we can still chop up some wood. But yeah, what up, Rez? What's happening? Not Johnny. Not Johnny Wilson from FSU, though. I didn't know that. So forgive me, Tuva. I ain't mean to try to issue your players, dog. I did not know that. But I've never heard this nigga before in my life, ever. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not one of these niggas who get up here and be like, I know every nigga ever. Nah. Somebody I don't know, I just don't know him. But moving on, the Panthers and the Bengals. The Bengals finally got on the schneid, if you want to say, if you will. I feel like they've been average, like I thought they would be, but they can beat up on team. They got talent, Joe Burrow, 22 of 31, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Chase Brown finally got the rock, 15 carries, 80 yards, 2 tubs. I don't know why they don't give him. I like Zach Moss, but Zach Moss is the backup. Let's give the backups the backup roles. Let's give the starters the starter roles. That shit sounds smart to me. I don't know about you guys. That shit sounds really smart. Let's give the guys who are getting paid the bucks. You did? My fault, brother. I never snub, brother. You know me. I'm trying to, have some banter back and forth for shizzle. But everything y'all got to say is important to me. And if that shit is not important, I will ignore that shit. Like, this nigga talking stupid. But Jamar Chase, 3 catches, 85 yards and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 6 catches, 60 yards, no tubs. He had 10 targets though, so I think he's gonna be, he's getting healthier and healthier. They gonna make a little run. As they say, they always start slow and they come up the rear. Like, man, I just don't believe in them as a team, personally. I don't believe in their defense. I don't think they have enough talent. Hey, that's how I feel. So shit. But the Panthers, they had a nice little run last week, but they came back down to earth. We kind of know who they are. I mean, they're transitioning. Andy Dalton is a serviceable backup, so they did what they did last week against a bad team. I mean, Andy Dalton was 25 of 40, 220 for two touchdowns and 1 interception. Chuba Hubbard, 18 carries, 104 yards and a touchdown. So I mean, Chuba's still a beast. I watched him in person last year. He can play. You know what I'm saying? So he's somebody they can build around. I don't understand Miles Sanders. 6 carries, 32 yards. I just don't get what the fuck he's doing. But hey, it is what it is. We'll kind of let him slide, I guess. he's in a uniform. I'm not talking about the Texans and Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars are 0-4, man. Which I didn't think they would be 0-4, but the Texans got back to doing what they've been doing. The Commanders, they beat up on the Cardinals. 49ers, they came back to earth, thank God. 30 to 13. The Browns and the Raiders, again, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about those games? Nobody cares about those two losing-ass teams. The Chiefs and the Chargers, bro. I just don't understand, bro. How in the world does Mahomes and these guys continuously get lucky with this shit every single time, fam? I just don't understand it. Mahomes, 19 of 29, 245 yards, touchdown and one interception. Was a abysmal interception. I don't know what the hell he was throwing the ball to. Might have been Kelsey on that play, but Kelsey came back to earth, 7 catches, 89 yards, no touchdown. But my man Worthy, 3 catches, 73 yards. He'll be a pivotal player going forward for them because, as we all see, Rashid Rice went out bad, man. I think Mahomes had hit him in his kneecap or something. He was coming back for the ball, so it was a terrible injury. But hey, it is what it is, man. The Chargers couldn't muster up enough offense, which I thought they really couldn't. They bottled up J.K. Dobbins, but I think that the Chiefs, man, they have a system. It's like they choke you out at a certain point where they get no call. Their cornerbacks were literally grabbing niggas down the field. Like but McConkey was doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I think he got grabbed a couple times down the field. I'm like, man, how did I call this shit? I don't understand it, but again, Chris Jones effect. I said it. We said it. Me and Red said it in the Super Bowl. The Chris Jones effect is not being talked about enough. We seen Chris Jones when they played against the Lions week 1 last year. They knew for a fact. Chris Jones was sitting in the audience. They knew for a fact we had to sign this guy. When the fourth quarter comes into play, his quarterback pressures and his sacks matter. Those are the game-changing plays from a defensive perspective that I don't see from Micah Parsons. I don't see it at all from him. So to me, how good is he? How good is Micah Parsons? How do we even know? Like if I looked at it, let's pull his numbers up real quick. We're gonna pivot real fast. Because that's what I see. When I see elite talent, Micah Parsons. Let's see here. Let's look at his stats, man. Because he's not doing anything off the charts. He had two tackles versus the Giants. He had 5 tackles versus the Ravens. He had 3 tackles. He had 3 tackles versus the Saints. He had 4, and these are like, dog, man, these are like bad numbers to me, yo. He's only had 1 sack, and that was against the Browns. That's not impact plays. Like the quarterback pressures are not there. Again, you're talking about laying gap responsibility, and a lot of time I'll see Micah's getting held. They're not going to give him the opportunity to just wreck a game, but you still have to fight through those times. You have to fight through those and make it blatant. He don't make it blatant enough. If you are getting held, if you are getting, put in a position where you can't shake loose. But it's like compared to the other guys that we see that are making impact plays on a regular basis, bro, we need you to get a sack, my nigga. Like you have to get in there and go get a sack. We don't want you to just be sitting back and just waiting. So to me, him and Lawrence, they're both hurt. I'm not happy they're hurt. But to me, it allows a Golston to come into the game. Again, we have depth. I'm a Cowboy fan for real. I'm not just a person just like certain players. We got depth. So to me, a Golston comes in. Keelan already balling in our deep tackle rotation. Marty Smith played pretty well last week, so we'll give him credit. But to me, man, we have an opportunity to really, really, really show, because teams, when they come into a game, they're game planning against us, and they're doing certain things against us that are hurting us. I don't think these guys really realize by putting Mike on that D line, it hurts us, man. It doesn't make us better, personally. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it makes us worse because you're able to key on certain things that we're doing. So to me, what I would do is I'll move him back to linebacker. So you're able to, have him in that Roquan Smith mode. Not saying he's Roquan Smith, but you would have him in that role more or less than having this just be an everyday, down D lineman. Like, I don't like the fact that we got Joseph in there. I don't like Damone Clark. I just think these guys they get pushed around too much. I like OC Adigazua, but he's not playing his normal nose tackle position. They have moved him to the side. He's just getting beat up with blocks. He's kind of like he's not a big nose, he's more of a pass rushing, nose tackle. So I don't know, man. I don't know, yo. We got Carlos Watkins. I just think the fact that we lost Sam Williams in the offseason through the ACL, that hurt our depth. Overshawn is balling. But, we're going to be all right, though. I think if we just kind of we just got to figure out, we got to get another receiver, and we got to get a guy who can impact the game in a major way. But last night, man, to cap off the week 4 vibes, last night was a doozy. Y'all was drinking that that Josh Allen Kool-Aid, which y'all do every single year. He does the same thing every single year. He has a really, really good start, comes out, he's like Brett Favre, and he's got moxie, he got the understanding of the offense in it. Bro, all they're doing is running the football. What did James Cook have last night? That's the key player on that team. He's the straw that stirs that drink, in my opinion. It's not Josh Allen. Because you see Josh Allen be Josh Allen. He's not turning the football over, which I will give him credit. I'm not a hater. But at the end of the day, James Cook had 9 carries for 39 yards. They didn't feed James Cook. So Josh Allen can't beat him if Cook is not getting off. They're going to still, Reds is 100% correct. He said this since the beginning of the year and even last year. They're going to find a way to try to get Josh Allen an MVP. He's not leading the league in no categories. But his other categories, bugaboo was turnovers. He's not turning the ball over no more. I 100% like that. I think he's doing a really good job of protecting the ball. Again, no turnovers last night. So, except that fumble. That fumble, I mean, it was more or less of them kind of holding them up, and he let the ball go. And, that's kind of a tough play when you're trying to make a play late in the game. So, to me, the deer, Derrick Henry, I feel like is a person who really was underrated. The Cowboys should have won the side. The Titans are dummies. It's a whole situation of trying to stop the running backs from flourishing. That shit is stupid. It makes no sense. The deer took it to the crib, bro. First play of the game, up the hole. You did? I wanted to break that thing down like John Madden. You put a man on a man and a body in the alley. My best, Merrill Hodge. And Merrill Hodge, man, certain guys should be on TV to me. Merrill Hodge or Brian Baldinger, who just break down tape. Steve Young. I just don't understand how they got these guys on TV. But I feel like, man, you get a guy on a guy. You see Derrick Henry. He's unstoppable. I have my fantasy team. He's going to take me to the championship this year. I firmly believe that, as long as he stays healthy. Justin Seal out the backfield. There's only 2 backs they got, bro. Justin Seal in them. So he's going to get more of the carries. We'll see what Red said. Fun fact, do you know who has scored? Do you know who has scored to Josh Allen touchdowns thrown from outside the pocket? Shakir, I believe. I think it's either Shakir and I think either Coleman. Coleman played pretty well in the second quarter, but I think third quarter. But again, if it's not going to the tight ends, Knox and Kincaid, what do they really have? Shakir is a nice piece in the middle, but he's small. And then again, I feel like there's the bullshit factor. Like, why would you pull the starters 6 minutes into the game at the end of the game? When does that ever happen? Second to Josh Allen. Quarterbacks. I don't know. I have no clue. You had to enlighten me. Like, I feel like, to me, bro, why would you even sit? Oh, Brock Purdy. Okay, I feel it. Brock Purdy's not getting enough love either. The fact that those guys, McCaffrey went down, because everybody said, oh, he got McCaffrey, he got Debo, he got Kittle. All those guys have missed time. He's been the linchpin to hold that team together. So I'm going to definitely give Brock Purdy a shout out too. And I think they should pay that man whatever they want to pay him. Open checkbook. I said this with that. They asked me, how much you paid that? Open the checkbook. Again, we already gave a breakdown, a full-fledged breakdown on the backup quarterback market. There is no market. So do you want to sign a rookie? Leading the league in passing yards, bro. So again, Brock Purdy, he needs his due. He needs his check. Everybody on that team has gotten paid, including Brandon Ayuk. And you know what I really would do? I might have to trade Brandon Ayuk. Oh yeah, because I think Red. This is a give kudos to Red show. Red said again, Juwan Jennings, third and Juwan. He's already showed you really don't even need Brandon Ayuk at this point. You really don't even need him. He showed up again yesterday. So, like, to me, I look at the 49ers, man. They're formidable. Once they get their guys back, they're gonna be a problem. You can get a fresh McCaffrey if he comes back healthy. I think it's the what they don't want to say. I think it's the not the ACL. The what is it? The same injury Kevin Durant had. Oh shucks. What is it? The injury where Kobe got hurt at. I feel like the Achilles. I think it's his Achilles, personally. And they don't really want to mess with that because it's a very tender injury. So, once he comes back, man, damn. I just hope we can just dodge y'all. I don't want to play y'all. I don't want to lose again. I'm tired of losing to the 49ers, bro. Yeah, Achilles. Thank you, Rez. I'm like, man, I'm tired of losing to the 49ers. I hope we duck y'all in some capacity. You know, we win a division. Y'all gotta. I don't even want y'all to come to us. I don't even want to play y'all. That's the one team I don't want to play personally. Because I feel like it's like, man, we got to get them back to the Super Bowl. Some way they're gonna have to beat up on us again. It's like we the ones that is the laughing stock. We can just play like some bullshit team. Like I don't even know. Like hopefully the Redskins or somebody will beat the shit out their ass. But you know that was the game. Lamar played well, 13-18. Again, no Mark Andrews. You know I don't know. He might be on the next segment. I don't know, but I don't know, man. He's not, man. He had one target and he's dropped that shit. Like came across the middle and I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with him, yo. I look at the judge. I'm sitting up here like, man, how this happened? Him even Likelywood didn't do much, man. Like so, I don't know. It's something to look at. It's something to kind of see going forward. But you know, we gonna see how it's gonna formulate over these next couple of weeks. And let me see here. Yeah, we gonna see how it's gonna formulate these next couple of weeks, man. Because too many of these guys, man, too many of them have been locked up. For real. I'm trying to get my next segment, but I'm trying to get this list I had pulled up. Of course, you got technical difficulties when you're working with a computer. He would say computers are foolproof. Ha! That's a joke. That's a dang on joke. Hold on real quick. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Oh, here we go. 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 Yeah, no, I don't want to run into y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shit. They can lie. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm trying to duck. Shit, I'm trying to duck at all costs. I'm trying to get out of there. But for my next segment, man, you know, it's all in fun. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. I like to have a little fun on the One Mic podcast, you know, but I just feel like these guys were just, you know, they were in a vicarious situation. You know, they really, you know, they was locked up. You playing football out here, man. You're playing NFL football, fam. There's no reason why in the world, Jahan Dotson, fam, you were locked up, fam. Come on, man. 2 catches for 11 yards. That's unacceptable. Rashard Bateman, 1 catch for 23 yards. Unacceptable. Brandon Cooks, 1 catch for 16 yards. Unacceptable. And these guys are not really elite guys, though. Zay Flowers, 1 catch for 10 yards. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Gabe Davis, don't let me forget about Gabe Davis. The Gabe Davis revenge game. 1 catch, -2 yards. I don't understand, dog. Sky Moore, how are you in NFL? Seriously, how are you even on an NFL team? Like at this point, all you do is run reverses and drop passes. You know, I just don't get it. Mark Andrews, you on that list too? 0 for 0. I don't, bro. Kyle Pitts, where are you, fam? Where are you? Brandon Ayuk, 2 catches for 48 yards. You are locked up, fam. It's ridiculous, man. Romeo Dobbs, 4 catches, 39 yards, locked up. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Garrett Wilson, 5 catches for 41 yards, locked up. It's ridiculous, dog. They got to do better, man. Kyle Pitts, you really have to do better. You are disgustingly bad. And I really feel like that they're going to cut his ass at a certain point. They're going to cut bait. Because I don't think that people are really taking it serious. Like, he ain't really what they said he was. Coming into the draft, coming into, you know, not to pile on the kid, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I haven't seen it since he came into the league. Since he, you know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, we had to lock them niggas up, man. I got tired, man. I got tired of just watching every Sunday, and I'd be like, how these dudes ain't do nothing? So it was a whole segment of niggas who just got locked up. They was clamped. We put a strap on them. You heard? But next segment we want to talk about, man, it's the bet of the day. I got my bet of the day written down. I'm 3-1. Last week we had our first loss with bet of the day. Devin Singletary screwed us. You punk ass, you punk mother. You screwed us, brother. You screwed us. It's ridiculous, man. But again, the bet of the day. If you're a better, Prize Picks, FanDuel, bet 360 bet, BC, whatever whatever betting joint you're on, please bet responsibly. Only bet what you can afford to lose. It's very simple. Do not be out here betting your mortgage money or rent money or man, just go out here trying to. If you like sports like I do, just trying to keep it fun. That's all. Because the game is at a certain point where it's not fun anymore. You can't really see no big hits. I used to sit there and watch the segments jacked up. I used to be so excited to see that segment. You know, the fattest Jordan 3 minutes of Chris Berman. That's cool, but it don't have the same pizzazz without the big hits, without the 40, 50-yard bombs. The game is just vanilla these days. I watch guys just check down, check down, check down. I told y'all last week, the game is predicated off field kicking, tight ends, and running backs catching the ball in the backfield. The third receiver is not there anymore. The tight end is the new third receiver. You dig? So when I'm watching games, this shit going vertical, sideline to sideline. It's not going up. It's not going up. I meant to say not going vertical. It's not going up and down. To me, I want to see a guy go one-on-one and then just get fried off a slant. Boop, you can't. Guys not even taking zeros to the crib no more. I see a smoke screen. Guy make a guy miss. He gone. Those plays there's no exciting plays in the league anymore, man. When you're watching, it's like, okay, you might get a guy to make a decent catch every now and then, but it was plays that you would see every week. You know what I'm saying? But the bet of the day tonight, which one should I choose? I got a couple in the cut. You should have been put your bets in too. If you haven't put your bets in, bro, you slipping. Let me give y'all a little secret. The sports books, man, I just so happen to be up because I got a 6-month-old. Thank the Lord. But the sports books, bro, when they open up, you need to get your ass on there and be ready because they gonna bump all that shit before you know it. So to me, I'm gonna go Noah Fant, 24 yards receiving. He's covered this in 6 of the last 10 games. He's underrated. Nobody's talking about it. All talking about Lockett and they're talking about DK Metcalf going crazy against the Lions. So again, I think he will go crazy, but as a safe bet, as a safe pick, you can cover that in a parlay. You can put money on that by itself. You have to put a lot of money on it, but I wouldn't do that. But I'm just gonna give a free play out each time, and hopefully we can hit, man. I might work on a parlay. I might just start venturing out and doing a little something. I want to make sure I'm hitting though, so I'm not gonna sit up here and give y'all something that I don't hit all. Y'all looking like, man, that shit ain't hitting, bro. So I give you one a day, or one every show to kind of make sure we on up and up, man. For our next segment, which I feel like is everybody's favorite segment, Conspiracy or Truth. We going along. So it's a jam-packed show today, man. Jam-packed show. Again, I got something written down. Let me get to my notes real quick, man. So here we go. Let me get the music going. Hold on. I'm late. See, I gotta get the music popping too. Actually, I didn't even download it. Man, I forgot to even download that. I'm gonna have that joint ready next time though. For real. I'm gonna have the music going next time. I might just pick something right now. Something that seems spooky. Let me see real quick. Might play a P. Diddy song. That shit's spooky right now. That nigga been weird for years, dog. I try to tell y'all, man. That dude is a strange dude, man. And I'm like the power people, man, but it is what it is, bro. People got to hold their own weight, man. You can't be sitting up here acting a complete fool your whole life. And then, that day, man, don't pat on the brother, man. No, the brother man been hurting us. You dig? The brother man been hurting us, man. So he's getting exactly what he deserves. You heard? Conspiracy or Truth. Do we have a song? You know what? I'm gonna play this now. It's a nice little vibe. You heard? Conspiracy or Truth, baby. Gotta get the koofy. All right, here we go. Today's segment of Conspiracy or Truth, man. I firmly believe that the U.S. government. Oh, come on, Reg. You know what time it is, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get me. I mean, it's still a work in progress. The mic, man, look, the one my podcast is still a work in progress, guys. I'm trying to produce. I'm doing a whole lot these days, man. Thank the Lord for it. So you just keep rocking with me. I'm gonna get everything how I got. So I got the folder today. See, it's intact. It's right beside me. You know what I'm saying? We ready. You dig? I got a lot going on. So bear with me, man. I appreciate y'all for holding me down. You heard? But to me personally, again, I'm not a health nut. I'm not a health guru. As you see, I'm overweight. So like, why would I want to listen to you about health advice? But to me, what I've realized over time is that the same products that we had growing up are not the same product that they're selling us today. So even when you're checking, I've learned this recently that they're selling fake olive oil. You probably already heard that they're selling fake meat in the stores as we speak right now. They're selling fake meat right now, man, in California. That's this meat that's made in a lab. You did. I don't understand how we can continue to be just lied to about our health in America. People ask, but man, we guys got to be right and exact and be real. We got to be honest with ourselves. So when you're going out to your stores, you're shopping with your family, please, man, I beg of you, please look at labels. Please look at the certain oils that are in these foods, the canola oils. All these oils are not good for our bodies. Soybean oil. Soybean is oil for it brings estrogen in men. So it's a lot. That's why you got a lot of bitch ass niggas around here. They drinking too much soy. Soy is in everything, really. Soy is never was meant to be. George Washington Carver says soy was meant to be consumed. Soy is a main factor they make with plastic. You know what I'm saying? So we're consuming these things in our bodies. So I'm trying to get better with health. Like sorry, the coach, he's on a apple challenge. We did a watermelon fast, so Reds works out, so guys that are in my ecosystem are challenging me, helping me understand certain things that I don't even know about. You dig? So that's what has to be. It has to be. We have to get healthy as a people. I don't eat McDonald's. My child would not eat McDonald's. The farthest I'm gonna go is probably like Chick-fil-A. And I'm not gonna really eat that much of that either. So this is not really a big ta-da moment, but to me, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about how we can look at our foods. Like when you see a pack of chicken breast and it said made with rib meat, man, what the fuck is rib meat? So this is not a chicken breast. Like, is it a chicken breast or is it made with rib meat? So you have to look at those things when you're buying food. You have to look at the fact, okay, this burger, did this burger made 100% beef? What type of beef is it? So it's been found out recently that they've been putting human remains in McDonald's. Here's the article right here, fam. I gotta figure out how to share the screen. That's one thing I ain't asked my man 25 or Rez. Yo, how y'all be sharing the screen, man? I gotta see how to share the screen because, and man, again, you can't read, you can't believe everything you read, but this stuff is very disturbing, man. How they are really, really selling us up a creek with a lot of the stuff that they're selling us in the food. Let me see. Hold on. I had this shit pulled up. Of course, it went out the way. And a lot of these times, they people like to cover these. They'll say, "Oh, it's been debunked. These things are not. They've been fact checked. We're not having." It was in Idaho actually, where they found human remains were put in meat that was made at a McDonald's. So again, you get the fuck out of here, fly. You can sit up here and deny these things and say, "Hey, this is not the truth. It's a conspiracy." That's why again, it's a conspiracy or truth. But to me, even the fish that we're consuming is not really good. Or bottom center, where to the which part? Present. What's the extra camera? Oh, I see it. Share screen. All right, I'll work on that when I appreciate that, Rez. My guy. Thank you, brother. So yeah, man, I just feel like that we got to just do better with looking at what we're eating at, looking at what we're eating, looking at what we're consuming, looking at what the amount that we're consuming, and the freshness, like the fish that we're eating. Tilapia is not a good fish if you don't know. A lot of these fish, like salmon, salmon is not a real. You have to really like even sockeye salmon to tuna steaks. You have to look at all these things and see where they've been manufactured and made at before you're consuming them. Because a lot of this stuff is not real. They're mass producing it and they're putting in. If you like, you ever wonder like shredded cheese? It's a thing called cellulose they put into the bag of cheese that makes the cheese don't stick together. Because you think about it, cheese is if you grade some cheese off a block, it's gonna stick together, it's gonna clump up. When you have shredded cheese in a bag, they put some called cellulose in there so it doesn't clump up. Like those things are matter. Like, like that shit matters. Like we just can't eat the basic things anymore. Like peel apples. Don't eat anything for the peel. That's a Bill Gates company that's funded, and they literally made that apple in a lab somewhere, bro. They literally made it in a laboratory. So when they say plant-based, yeah, they made it in a plant. That shit is not real food. It's not something that's gonna give you anything type of nutritional value. So to me, again, I'm just trying to give my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Obviously, I'm not a health guru, none of those type of things, but I'm trying to get better with my health. I'm trying to get better with my eating and my eating choices and my decisions to what to eat. I'm getting older. I don't feel bad, but to me, it's like, man, why not? Let's try to do things and try to get abreast to what's going on out here. Because people are dying by mistake, like just falling out, dropping for no, like we don't even know why. Brother, the Broncos game just dropped, just fell out. You can't keep ignoring these things. Like people just falling out is not a normal thing. It's not hot outside. So why did he fall out? They still haven't said why he fell out. Maybe it's something he's consuming. Maybe it's something that they're putting vaccines in the food as well, if you didn't know. A lot of vegetables they're putting vaccines into. So you just have to be abreast of what's going on and have a clear understanding and understand labels, understand brands who are tied into these companies. These Fortune 500 companies are tied in with the hospitals. They're tied in with pharmaceutical companies, and they're dictating and saying, "Hey, we have Coca-Cola was known to be tied in with um, pharmaceutical companies. So a lot of these people are major players, and they're doing the same exact things over and over again. We just got to be right and exact and have a clear understanding on that. You're so that's my segment of conspiracy or truth. You can believe it or not. Is it conspiracy or is it truth? I mean, hey, I just feel like that it's some ain't right, basically. You did. Sorry about that, guys. Had to take a phone call real quick. You know how that is, man. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and preview tonight's game too, man. It's like, why not? Let's get it. We got two double headers tonight, man. Monday Night Football. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Tell me how y'all feel in the comments about the double Monday Night Football. I'm not opposed. I love football, so I don't really mind. It's just the fact that I wish they were on at separate times, like 6:30, so I could watch the game in its entirety. I don't like flipping back and forth. So you can do the double box. I remember back in the day you had the little pip. You can do the double box, but to me, I want to watch the game in its entirety. I don't want to sit up here and be not watching the game. You dig? Let me see. Cool. Yes, Red's 100%. Coca-Cola was the original ones that sell Coke in their product. So it's real talk, man. Drugstores, all those people are connected, man, in a certain capacity. So those things just don't stop. People don't make money off things and say, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing that. They're gonna figure out a way to do it in a different way. I'm about to kill this fly. Yep, it's raw on the One Mic podcast. Get down there. You're pestering me all day. You get that one fly in the office and staying there to be hiding in the blind. You're like, well, get out of here, dog. For real. Clients keep the door open, man, when they be smoking and stuff. So flies sneak in. It happens sometimes to sneak in the office, so it is what it is. Y'all seen a fly before too. So that's not like a roach on my shit or something. But the preview of the game tonight, man, the Titans and the Dolphins is the first game at 7:30. I think Tyreek Hill will get loose. I mean, we have Hundley coming out tonight, so I mean, I'm not high on Hundley. I think he got gassed. I know 2-5 is kind of he's a little bit high on Hundley. He always mentions the fact he had a Pro Bowl selection. I'm not high on Hundley. I don't think he's gonna wow us and swinging around the yard, but I think he's serviceable. He's more serviceable than the guy that had out there previous. So I'm gonna go with the 0-3 Titans tonight, though. I look for Tony Pollard to open it up. I mean, I think that they're due for a win. Nobody's been winless thus far, so Miami can be had as we've seen going forward. They can be had all day long. So I look for Tony Pollard to eat. I look for Sharp to eat. REDSKINS questionable, so I'm looking for a high scoring game, man. Like, we'll see. I think it's gonna be kind of exciting. I think again, Tyreek Hill, I think he's gonna get loose. I think Jaden Waddle gonna get loose too. I mean, at least this kid can just throw him a screen. He can just throw him open a little bit. Like they gonna get open. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time, I think people just they kind of forget. They kind of lull you to sleep all these weeks and you see Tyreek Hill do nothing. That's why I put him in my starting lineup. I'm looking forward to him. In my fantasy team, I'm looking forward to him doing something. If not running the football, doing something with the football. So I got the Titans tonight, though. For far as if you were betting, second game is against the Seahawks. Let me pull up a different. I don't like how this game cast John is pulling up. I'm not. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see here. I don't like that. It's not giving me what I need. Let's see here. All right, tier beer, here. Here we go. Here. Yeah, here we go. This is better. This is better. Yeah, give me the full break. There we go. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we got the Lions. Hope they can bounce back. They beat the Cardinals last week, but it wasn't in dramatic fashion. Well, hold on, was it? Excuse me. Yes, they beat the Cardinals last week, so they're playing the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks, man, are gonna take this. Dan Campbell's 0-3 against the Seahawks. So, I mean, I think Geno is playing steady. I think Geno he can play a lot better. I just think Metcalf's gonna go crazy. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to stop Metcalf personally. I mean, you got Brian Branch out, so that's a huge loss for them. Marcus Davenport's out; he's on IR. So I mean, it's gonna be tough, man. Jerome Baker, he's questionable. Leonard Williams, he's out. So I mean, they might be able to run the football with my man. I got a bunch of players tonight. I got what's my guy? Shucks. Give me 2 seconds. I got I forgot this kid name. I'm tripping. I'm trying to say it like 90 or Jahmyr Gibbs. Forgive me. Yeah, I got Jahmyr Gibbs tonight. So we're looking at the food. Looking to do our thing, man. So I got Seattle tonight. Y'all tune in. You dig? This has been another episode of the One Podcast. Dig? Trying to give you the best commentary on football I can get, baby. This is what we do. Shout out to Cuffing the Game. Shout out to Sports Reporters Order. Shout out to Ever. Great podcast. Go find those podcasts on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you'll find your podcast at. I'm featured on Cuffing the Game. You can find it. You can find me anywhere, man. Yeah. So, I'm just trying to give some love, give some understanding, give some facts. More conspiracy, you did. But yeah, it's all about the game, man. So, know, whatever hot topics we can talk about. You can follow me on YouTube at One Mic Podcast. Leave a comment. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know, you know, what you want to hear, how you want to hear it better, more concise. You know, I'm getting my stuff in order though. Trust me. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna share how to share that screen. But I want to kind of share with y'all. I couldn't give it to you in totality, but you know, we're gonna share that screen. We're gonna get it right for the next episode, man. It's been good. It's been love, man. Thank y'all for the comments, the shares, man. Thank y'all for the supporting me, man. Like even if it's a couple of viewers, man, I'm with it. I really appreciate it. Seriously. You know, we do this banter thing. We just sit back and forth all the time. So it's always nice to get, you know, how y'all feel about certain things too. It's your man, you're Mike P. One Mic Podcast. Love. Peace and soul. You're